Hey Guru Nation, quick video I wanted to do today. Somebody actually from my CRA Academy brought this up because right now they're in week 10, which is the scenario where they actually go in the EDC and do SDV, source data verification, and more importantly, source data review. So today's video is about the inclusion-exclusion criteria and why you have to be very careful when you look at the IE criteria as a CRA and as a study coordinator. I mean, you really have to go line by line. This person asked me today in my academy, what exactly do I look for in the inclusion-exclusion criteria? How do I look at the source and determine if the IE criteria is being met? So again, source data verification, just verifying what's in the EDC system compared to what's in the source, is just the tip of the iceberg. What lies underneath this tip is the meat of the iceberg, okay? It's the source data review, protocol compliance, GCP compliance. So one of the things you've got to look at when it comes to source data review, especially inclusion-exclusion criteria, usually there's about 13 inclusion criteria and about 13 exclusion criteria on average. Sometimes there's a lot more. You have to go line by line. Typically, where the biggest issues lie are previous medical histories or previous treatments or therapies. So for example, the protocol might say patients taking these medications within the last 6 months or these medications within the last 2 years are excluded. So how do you verify this? You have to literally read all the progress notes, all the medical history, and the subject source. There's no easy way. Some good sites might in their source write down, like on the inclusion-exclusion criteria on the source, actually write down every single line item. But then you still, as a CRA, have to go in there and confirm line by line. So you got to look at the previous medical history, all the reports of the patient's past medications and treatments, everything, all the disease information that you have. It gets very confusing in some studies, especially oncology, where there's like 30 or more different treatments throughout the patient's life cycle as a cancer patient. But also other indications are just as complicated, and sometimes you have to Google the generic term for the drug, the brand name. You have to know how to read between the lines. This is why having a working knowledge of that therapeutic area is important. There are other areas of the inclusion-exclusion criteria that are also important, but those are more self-explanatory, like BMI, body mass index, and different efficacy outcomes that they've had in the past. Maybe 2 failed treatments are excluded, or 2 failed treatments are inclusion. It just all varies, but the place where most CRAs and coordinators mess up is past medical history, both treatments and outcomes. So read, learn, go through it diligently, carefully. There's no easy way. There's no shortcuts to success. Take care, Guru Nation.